In this video, I'm going to walk through how you review academic plans that have been submitted to you through MyCE by one of your students. If you receive an automated email indicating that your student has completed an academic plan, you'll log into your MyCE account and then you'll go into the academic plans section right here, or you can get to it over here on the left-hand navigation. So you'll click on that and you'll see a list of the academic plans that have been submitted, as well as their status, whether they've been submitted, in progress, or if they've been approved. If a plan is in progress, that means the student is still working on it. If it's submitted, that means the student has gone through and submitted it. And if it's been approved, that means that the SLCC advisor has reviewed it and approved it on their end. So to review a plan, you'll find the name of the student who you received the automated email for, and then you'll click on View Details on that plan. That will then open the academic plan. And then you as a counselor will simply review through what they've outlined that they are going to be taking over the next several semesters and make sure that it doesn't conflict with their high school schedule. Now let me point out a couple of the features that exist here on the student's academic plan. If you see a little icon that looks like a note here, that means that the advisor has attached a note that's specific to that course. Often they'll put a note there indicating that one course needs to be taken prior to another course. Maybe they'll say something like, oh, this course has prerequisites, make sure you meet them. Or maybe they'll say something like, this course is redundant with this other course, you only need to take one of these two courses. So you'll just click on that comment, it'll open it up, you can read through that, and then you'll close it right there. Another thing that you'll notice is that over here on the right, you'll have a bunch of information about the name of the advisor that's assigned to the high school and that will be checking the student's academic plan on the college side. You got their email address right there for the advisor if you need to get in touch with them and have a private conversation, and some other information regarding the student. So for example, the student's college GPA, which will be a good thing to keep an eye on as you consider the number of classes that they're taking. If they have a very low GPA, it may be a good idea for them to take it slow and not overburden themselves. As we scroll down a little bit further, you'll notice that we have any test scores that SLCC has received for that student. So ACT scores that they've sent in. If they've taken the SLCC Canvas or Qualtrics tests, then those scores will also appear over here, which you or the concurrent enrollment coordinator can use as a guide to see if they meet any prerequisites for certain concurrent enrollment course, if you are going to dive that deep into it. Next, as we scroll down, you'll see the requirements for the General Education Certificate of Completion right here. This will list the total credits that are required in each of the categories and how many of those credits the student has added to their plan. So for example, in the quantitative literacy requirement category, 3 credits are required, but the student has added 10 credits to their plan. So there's 7 credits that they can drop from this plan to free up their schedule and to lighten their load. As we scroll down a little bit further, you may notice warning icons that appear on the plan. That's an automated warning that identifies a problem with the student's plan. So if I click on that, it tells me that this student has selected a very large number of credits that exceeds the limit that SLCC recommends, and if they hit 30 credits, then they will have exceeded the limit set by the state. So this is something that the system has caught automatically, and it's something that you as a counselor may want to be aware of as you consider their high school load on top of this college load. So if they've selected 19 credits and they also have several high school classes that they need to complete that semester, there may be some problems here. Scrolling down to the bottom, you'll see more information about the student. So all of the student details that we have on file and that may or may not be useful to you. So you'll go ahead and review through that plan. If you notice any problems, or you just want to post a note to the student to say this looks great, then you'll go into the notes section and you click Add New Note. You can then type a note right here, and then when you save the note, an email will be sent to anyone who's checked in this list. If you don't want anyone to be notified, you'll uncheck that, click Save, and then it'll only be posted to the plan, so the student will only see that when they log into MyCE. So we'll click Save, and there the note appears. You'll also see any general overall notes that the SLCC advisor has posted to the academic plan right here in the notes section. You also have the ability to see what classes the student has completed already by clicking Classes here, and this will show you any classes that the student has completed or that they're currently registered for, along with the grade that they have received on their permanent college transcript. So this is another tool to help you decide what the student is ready for and if they've made a good choice on their plan. Once you've reviewed that and added any notes, you can scroll up to the top here, Close this out, and you've completed the review of the student's academic plan.